Jai Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajakacarya Shatarashata Shishima Abhay Charanaravinda Bhaktivedanta Smash Prabhupada Jai Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajakacarya Shatarashata Shishima Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Smash Prabhupada Sananta Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Nitai Gora Premanande. Oh, glories to the assembled devotees. Oh, glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. Oh, glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. Oh, glories to Jivananda, Jivananda. Oh, glories to Srila Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 8th canto. This is the book. Chai. And 23 now?
Yes, beginning of chapter 10.
Chapter 23. The title is Demigods Regain the Heavenly Planets. So I think we should read also the summary, no?
Mm-hmm.
This chapter describes how Bali Maharaj, along with his grandfather Prahlad Maharaj, entered the planet Sutala, and how the Supreme Personality of Godhead allowed Indra to re-enter the heavenly planet. The great soul Bali Maharaj experienced that the highest gain in life is to attain devotional service under the shelter of the Lord's lotus feet in full surrender. Being fixed in this conclusion, his heart full of ecstatic devotion and his eyes full of tears, he offered obeisances to the personality of Godhead and then, with his associates, entered the planet known as Sutala. Thus the Supreme Personality of Godhead satisfied the desire of Aditi and reinstalled Lord Indra. Prahlad Maharaj, being aware of Bali's release from arrest, then described the transcendental pastimes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in this material world. Prahlad Maharaj praised the Supreme Lord for creating the material world, for being equal to everyone, and for being extremely liberal to the devotees, just like a desai tree. Indeed, Prahlad Maharaj said that the Lord is kind not only to his devotees, but also to the demons. In this way, he described the unlimited, causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then, with folded hands, he offered his respectful obeisances unto the Lord, and after circumambulating the Lord, he also entered the planet Sutala in accordance with the Lord's order. The Lord then ordered Shukracharya to describe Bali Maharaj's faults and discrepancies in executing the sacrificial ceremony. Shukracharya became free from fruitive actions by chanting the holy name of the Lord, and he explained how chanting can diminish all the faults of the conditioned soul. He then completed Bali Maharaj's sacrificial ceremony. All the great saintly persons accepted Lord Vamanadev as the benefactor of Lord Indra, because he had returned Indra to his heavenly planet. They accepted the Supreme Personality of Godhead as the maintainer of all the affairs of the universe. Being very happy, Indra, along with his associates, placed Vamanadev before him and re-enter the heavenly planet in their airplane. Having seen the wonderful activities of Lord Vishnu in the sacrificial arena of Bali Maharaj, all the demigods, saintly persons, pitas, bhutas, and siddhas glorified the Lord again and again. The chapter concludes by saying that the most auspicious function of the conditioned soul is to chant and hear about the glorious activities of Lord Vishnu. Jai. So we will read text number 1 and text number 2, and then we can repeat together text number 2. Shri Shuka Uvacha. We can repeat together second one. Is it okay?
Yes.
Shri Shuka Uvacha. Ituktavantam Purusham Puratanam Mahanubhavo Kila Sadhu Samataha Badajalir Bashpa Kalakule Kshano Bhakti Utkalo Gadgadaya Kiram Ravi. Translation. Shukadeva Goswami said, when the Supreme, Ancient, Eternal Personality of Godhead had thus spoken to Bali Maharaj, who is universally accepted as a pure devotee of the Lord, and therefore a great soul, Bali Maharaj, his eyes filled with tears, his hands folded and his voice faltering in devotional ecstasy, responded as follows. Shri Parisisvara ki jai, Shri Taisachi Sutta ki jai, Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra ki jai. Text number 2. Please repeat. Shri Bali Uvacha.
Shri Bali Uvacha.
Aho.
Aho.
Pranamaya.
Pranamaya.
Kritaha.
Kritaha.
Samudyamaha.
Samudyamaha.
Prapana Bhakta Artha Vidhau.
Prapana Bhakta Artha Vidhau.
Samahitaha.
Samahitaha.
Yat.
Yat.
Lokapalai.
Lokapalai.
Tvat Anugraha.
Tvad Anugraha.
Amarai.
Amarai.
Alabda Purvaha.
Alabda Purvaha.
Apasade.
Apasade.
Asure.
Asure.
Arpitaha.
Arpitaha.
Shri Bali Uvacha.
Shri Bali Uvacha.
Aho Pranamaya Krita Samudyama.
Aho Pranamaya Krita Samudyama.
Prapana Bhakta Vidhau Samahita.
Prapana Bhakta Vidhau Samahita.
Yaloka Palaistvat Anugraho Marai.
Yaloka Palaistvat Anugraho Marai.
Alabda Purvo Pasade Surer Pitaha.
Alabda Purvo Pasade Surer Pitaha.
Shri Bali Uvacha.
Shri Bali Uvacha.
Aho Pranamaya Krita Samudyamaha.
Aho Pranamaya Krita Samudyamaha.
Prapana Bhakta Vidhau Samahita.
Prapana Bhakta Vidhau Samahita.
Yaloka Palaistvat Anugraho Marai.
Yaloka Palaistvat Anugraho Marai.
Alabda Purvo Pasade Surer Pitaha.
Alabda Purvo Pasade Surer Pitaha.
Shri Bali Uvacha.
Shri Bali Uvacha.
Aho Pranamaya Krita Samudyamaha.
Aho Pranamaya Krita Samudyamaha.
Prapana Bhakta Vidhau Samahita.
Prapana Bhakta Vidhau Samahita.
Yaloka Palaistvat Anugraho Marai.
Yaloka Palaistvat Anugraho Marai.
Alabda Purvo Pasade Surer Pitaha.
Alabda Purvo Pasade Surer Pitaha.
Shri Bali Uvacha.
Shri Bali Uvacha.
Aho Pranamaya Krita Samudyama.
Aho Pranamaya Krita Samudyama.
Prapana Bhakta Vidho Samahita.
Prapana Bhakta Vidho Samahita.
Yaloka Palaistvad Anugraho Marai.
Yaloka Palaistvad Anugraho Marai.
Alabda Purvo Pasade Surepita.
Alabda Purvo Pasade Surepita.
Shri Bali Uvacha.
Shri Bali Uvacha.
Aho pranamaya krita samudhyamaha.
Aho Pranamaya Krita Samudhyamaha.
Rapana bhaktata vido samahitaha.
Rapana Bhaktata Vido Samahita.
Yaloka palestvat anugraho mare.
Yaloka Palestvatanudgraho Mare.
Alabda purvo pashade shurer pitaha.
Alanda Purvo Pasade Surepita.
Shri Bali Uvacha.
Shri Bali Uvacha.
Pranamaya Krita Samudhyamaha.
Aho Pranamaya Krita Samudhyamaha.
Prabhana Bhaktata Vido Samahitaha.
Prabhana Bhaktata Vido Samahita.
Yaloka Palesvara Mandir.
Yaloka Palestvatanudgraho Mare.
Alabda Purvo Pasade Surepitaha.
Alabda Purvo Pasade Surepita. Like this?
Shri Bali Uvacha.
Shri Bali Uvacha.
Aho Pranamaya Krita Samudhyamaha.
Aho Pranamaya Krita Samudhyamaha.
Pannavattata Vido Samahita.
Prabhana Bhaktata Vido Samahita.
Yaloka palestvatanudgraho mare.
Yaloka Palestvatanudgraho Mare.
Alabda purvo pasade surepita.
Alabda Purvo Pasade Surepita.
Shri Bali Uvacha.
Shri Bali Uvacha.
Bali Maharaj said,
Said,
Aho,
Aho,
alas, Pranamaya,
Pranamaya,
to offer my respectful obeisances.
Offer my respectful obeisances.
Kritaha,
Kritaha,
I did.
I did.
Samudhyamaha,
Samudhyamaha,
only an endeavor.
only an endeavor.
Prapana Bhakta Artha Vidau,
Prapana Bhaktata Vido.
in the regulative principles observed by pure devotees.
Principles by pure devotees.
Samahita,
Samahita,
capable.
capable.
Yat,
Yat,
that.
that.
Lokapalai,
Lokapalai,
by the leaders of various planets.
by the leaders of various planets.
Tvat Anugraha,
Radha,
your causeless mercy.
your causeless mercy.
Amarai,
Hare,
by the demigods.
by the demigods.
Alabda Purva,
Radha,
not achieved previously.
not achieved previously.
Apasade,
Apasade,
unto fallen persons like me.
to a fallen person like me.
Asure,
Asure,
belonging to the Asura community.
belonging to the Asura community.
Arpitaha,
Arpitaha,
endowed.
Endowed.
Translation. Bali Maharaj said, what a wonderful effect there is in even attempting to offer respectful obeisances to you. I merely endeavored to offer you obeisances, but nonetheless the attempt was as successful as those of pure devotees. The causeless mercy you have shown to me, a fallen demon, was never achieved even by the demigods or the leaders of the various planets. Purport. When Vamanadev appeared before Bali Maharaj immediately wanted to offer him respectful obeisances, but he was unable to do so because of the presence of Shukracharya and other demoniac associates. The Lord is so merciful, however, that although Bali Maharaj did not actually offer obeisances, but only endeavored to do so within his mind, the Supreme Personality of Godhead blessed him with more mercy than even the demigods could even expect. As confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 2:40, Spalpama Pyasya Karmasya Trayate Mahato Bhayat. Even a little advancement on this path can protect man from the most dangerous type of fear. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is known as Bhava Grahi Janardhan because he takes only the essence of a devotee's attitude. If a devotee sincerely surrenders, the Lord, as the super soul in everyone's heart, immediately understands this. Thus, even though externally a devotee may not render full service, if he is internally sincere and serious, the Lord welcomes his service nonetheless. Thus, the Lord is known as Bhava Grahi Janardhan because he takes the essence of one's devotional mentality. Shri Balir Uvacha Aho Pranamaya Krita Samudyama Prapana Bhaktarta Vidhau Samahita Yaloka Palaistvat Anugraho Marai Alabda Purvo Pasade Surer Pita. Bali Maharaj said, "What a wonderful effect there is in even attempting to offer respectful obeisances to you. I merely endeavored to offer you obeisances, but nonetheless the attempt was as successful as those of pure devotees. The causeless mercy you have shown to me, a fallen demon, was never achieved even by the demigods or the leaders of the various planets. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Umilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishna Shrimad Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishna Shrimad Bhakti Yoga Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaudamani Pracharini Vishesha Shungyavadi Pashyatya Deshatani. Hare Krishna. So it's very nice to be here in Shri Radha Parisisvara Mandir this morning, and that I'm sitting here is also the proof that something is probably working in this Krishna consciousness, that such a rascal and demon like me can sit here in front of you, advanced devotees, and trying to say something in the line of our parampara. So please be merciful to me. There's a lot of mercy in France. So at least we can try to share something what is coming from the scriptures, what Srila Prabhupada is saying, and different personalities. So when I was reading this purport, I tried to meditate like how we can understand what is the bhakti and how we can achieve bhakti, how we can behave, how we can basically studying these great personalities and the great souls. When we see like basically all bhagavatam is about the great souls and the examples how we should behave, what we should do, and how we should basically come back home to Krishna. So this is like great example for us, like in the example of Bali Maharaj, like who basically did all the stages, no, like just not like Shravanam, Kirtanam, but basically everything is like perfection of life. So we also heard something about like Manasa Puja, when we heard about like the worshipping Lord in the mind. And there is also mention in Chaitanya Charita Madhya Lila about Nrsimhananda Brahmachari. Nrsimhananda Brahmachari, he heard that Lord Chaitanya is going to visit Vrindavan. So when he heard this, he was very pleased, and mentally he started to decorate the path which was leading to Vrindavan. So he decorated both sides of the road with nice fragrant flowers, and intervals of both sides, he plays legs of transcendental nature. So you can imagine like this meditation, powerful meditation of this Nrsimhananda Brahmachari. And within the mind of Nrsimhananda Brahmachari, the road could not be constructed beyond Kanai Nachala. He could not understand why the road's construction could not be completed, and thus he was astonished. And Srila Prabhupada is saying in purport that Nrsimhananda Brahmachari was a great devotee of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Therefore, when he heard that from Kulia, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was going to Vrindavan, although he had no material wealth, he began to construct within his mind a very attractive path or road for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to traverse. Some of the description of this path is given above, but even mentally, he could not construct the road beyond Kanai Natashala. Therefore, he concluded that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would not go to Vrindavan at that time. And then Prabhupada is continued in the purport, and he also mentioned exactly what was in this purport today. For a pure devotee, it is the same whether he materially constructs a path or constructs one within his mind. It's a very interesting point. This is because the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Janardhan, is bhavagrahi, or appreciative of the sentiment. For him, a path made with actual jewels and a path made of mental jewels are the same. Tot sapto, mind is also matter, so any path, indeed anything for the service of the Lord, whether in gross matter or in subtle matter, is accepted equally by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Lord accepts the attitude of his devotee and sees how much is prepared to serve him. The devotee is at liberty to serve the Lord either in gross matter or in subtle matter. The important point is that the service be in the relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And then we have a nice verse in 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, 26th verse. Someone can say it? So what does it mean? Yes. So what does it mean practically?
The Lord accepts the devotion and the love.
Yeah, exactly.
Not the material object.
Yeah, that's exactly the point. We can see like in, who was that? Vidura's wife? Vidura's wife. She was in such an ecstasy that she was offering Krishna banana peels.
Yeah.
But she was in such an ecstasy, such a devotion, that Krishna accepts even these banana peels. Because it's not about the bananas, it's not about like how big flowers are, or of course, if we have money, if we are rich, we should offer as much as we can. But if we are poor, we can offer as much as we can also, the same way. It should be also not the excuse that when we are rich, we should like, oh, I am rich, but I have such a devotion that I can also offer just like banana peels, and that's enough. No, we should be like, engage all these facilities what we have in Krishna service. So that's important point, that we should use our love and devotion in Krishna service, not just doing things mechanically, not just offering some, okay, maybe do something, but our heart is not there. We should put our heart into devotional service. Be present there when we performing devotional service. Yesterday, when we were on the streets of Lehal, it was very nice.
Yeah.
And my realization from that was when start to be a little dark, like the sunset, and start to be, and then Maharaj started to sing, and it was so ecstatic. And I was thinking like, yeah, we are on the streets of like the Paris, where all these materialists running for their sense gratification, and here a group of devotees holding books try to catch them. And then I look on Maharaj, and it looks like Sandhya Arati in the temple. Maharaj singing, and the kathas like sounds like the bells, and like it's like, yeah, this is like exactly like such good as Sandhya Arati in the temple. Is no difference, as we heard in the morning, that the books are no different from the Krishna himself.
Yeah.
So basically, we're giving them Krishna. Please take this Krishna with you. Make some relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That's why Prabhupada came to the West. That's why he comes. I come here to teach you what you forgot, your relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this is a nice chance for everyone to basically give direct Krishna to these conditioned souls. This is like the best gift ever. The best gift ever. When I was, once I come from the school, and my mother once, she gave me a gift. It was also Bhagavad Gita. She told me, I have a gift for you. I hope that you will like it. And then she gave me Bhagavad Gita and another book, and I was like, from where you get this book? Like, you are not like, I mean, like, like such a spiritual person that you will like, oh yes, I want to buy Bhagavad Gita for myself. And she said me like, someone was knocking on the door. And I was like, oh really? And it was funny. It's devotees are doing like such a welfare work for all humanity, for all people. Such a compassion, this is the real mercy. This is the real mercy. To come even to unknown places, you don't know who will open the door. And then someone open the door, start to screaming on you, and someone open the door, welcome you. So devotees are prepared for everything. They are prepared for that we will not meet only nice people on the street. We will meet people who will be maybe a little heavy. They will be screaming, what are you doing here? Get a job. Just do something real. You are just wasting of your time. I remember also one man, it was in the summer, who tried to explain me how I should, like basically I'm wasting time and I should do some like bodybuilding. And we meet like so like varieties of people with their mind settings where you can see like they are completely like brainwashed. They have no idea what is this life about. That's why when they say us like, yeah, you are brainwashed, we agree. Yeah, we have to be brainwashed because there is so much garbage that if we want to establish something real, first we need to wash all that garbage from our brains. Whatever they teach us, whatever this was like this, somehow these social norms, it has to be removed because it's all garbage. It is like that. And then we can establish something real. Then we can put something, invite Krishna, some clean place. It's very difficult to do something where is some dirty place somewhere. And the same is in our hearts. When our hearts are full of dirt, how we can see something there? How we can see Krishna inside our hearts if our hearts are so dirty? So that's we need to purify that place somehow. That we need to purify our hearts. And we have the best medicine, we have the best process what we can do in this form of Harinam Sankirtan Yagya for this age. It was introduced by Shishi Nitai Sachi Sutta, who are present here today. So we have a wonderful process where we can go on the streets and share this nectar with all people with no discrimination. Such a wonderful process. And everyone can take part nicely. And then we can see also effect, how it is affected not only for the people on the numbers, how many books we distributed, how, I don't know, how many Lakshmi, how many money we collected, but how we made change in our hearts, how we make some progress, how we develop more attention in our devotional service, how this service make us closer to the Krishna, how this service help us to be more close to the devotees. Because actually, that what we can see, all the time we have devotees around us. It's so important aspect of devotional service, to have nice devotees around us. Sadhu Sangha, Sadhu Sangha. It's so important. That's what we hear in Bhagavatam, about these great personalities, about these great acharyas, about these great personalities who give us examples of what is humility, what is tolerance, and all these 26 qualities of Vaishnavas. So we should, it's not only like some stories, yeah, that we just, oh yeah, it's another nice story, and just read it, and it's, yeah. I am already advanced enough. It's just like for these no-fight devotees who are just like, they need to hear these things. It's not for me, I'm already far beyond this, no? No, that's like Prabhupada and all others giving to us, hear it again and again and again. Because it's for us, for all of us. So, when we mentioned that humility, Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru, is everything starts with the pranams, no? When we're putting obeisances. Yeah, when someone putting obeisances, it means like we immediately put our false ego on the side. And we see someone superior, someone older, or some guru, or we immediately put obeisances. As we heard yesterday, that we immediately accept that someone is more advanced than us, and someone who can help us, someone who we can take shelter of. And that's like, we need to all the time have devotees around us. We can catch them and have like protection, like the fence around our devotional plan with the sadhu sangha, with the devotees who will protect us. We'll have good association. So we can see the devotees are like hamsas. They extract the essence. Extract like hamsas. They can extract the water from the milk.
Yeah.
I never seen it, but we follow the shastras, so we our faith is there. That and we can see practically, yes, these personalities, they can extract essential parts, and they're bringing all these essential parts to us. And then we have like, when we look about here, we have all these great personalities, all these 6 Goswamis and all other pure devotees around, who are basically very close associates, who are in spiritual world, different manjaris, different gopis, who come to serve and assist Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You see, like when it's like Kurukshetra, there is like the dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna. How long it was? Like for 45 minutes, 1 hour? Yeah, something like that. You see, when Sanatana Goswami speak with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it's for 2 months. 2 months Chaitanya Mahaprabhu giving instructions Sanatana Goswami. And we can see when Srila Prabhupada coming to the West, how long he's spending with his disciple, how many essential instructions and examples he's giving to us. So we are so fortunate, we are the most fortunate people in the planet Earth. Demigods are praying, please, can I take part in this Sankirtan movement? Can I take part in this lovely association of devotees who will chastise me and who will tell me how I am not a good devotee and how I should change my heart? Yeah, sometimes can be a little purifying in association of devotees. But it's good. It's good. It's also very good. We can appreciate it sometimes more when we don't have association of devotees. When we are somewhere alone, then we can appreciate even that harsh words can be for us like very like relishable, very like sweet, and we can think like, oh no, it was actually quite good. It was not so bad at all. Yeah, but sometimes we need to go through some purification. So that's like how this acharya is showing us like how to perform the real bhakti, how to establish the relationship which was forgotten. And I just read like many nice book about different personalities who were present in this ISKCON, in International Society for Krishna Consciousness, this movement, and who already left the bodies. And one of them was Tamal Krishna Goswami. Another day I mentioned to Tamal Krishna Goswami. And I mentioned one thing what he mentioned in his book, and what he mentioned to Giriraj Maharaj about Buddhist preaching. I mentioned another day to Yashomatinanda. And I would like to tell you, because yesterday we heard about preaching, no? Prabhupada mentioned Buddhist preaching. Remember someone what was that exactly, what Prabhupada said?
Something like preaching is fighting.
Preaching is fighting. So, Tamal Krishna Goswami describing like, I read it, all this preaching. Then Tamal Goswami Maharaj started to glorify Shyama Sundar Prabhu, saying that he was one of the biggest preachers in ISKCON. In fact, Shyama Sundar Prabhu was the one who had conceived of the Bombay Pandal and organized us all in its execution. Further, Shyama Sundar Prabhu was very instrumental in developing the live membership program. He designed the live membership form and wrote an appeal that was very well done. Even today, I doubt there is an appeal that surpasses the one he wrote them. But the whole time I was working with him, he had never given a class. So I asked Tamal Krishna Goswami, what do you mean, one of the biggest preacher? I don't think I ever heard him give class. And Tamal Krishna Goswami replied, preaching does not just mean speaking about Krishna. Preaching ultimately means engaging people in Krishna's service. By developing the live membership program, by staging the first Pandal program, and through so many other programs, Shyama Sundar Prabhu had engaged so many people in Krishna consciousness. This too was preaching. That for me was an important instruction. So we can see like how nicely we have like in ISKCON we have so many nice opportunities, how we can associate and how we can take shelter of these great souls who are still around. It's not that it was like in previous ages, and no, these great personalities are still present, and we have good privilege to take part and basically take the association. So on the end, I would like to say something about Bali Maharaj. So we heard about Bali Maharaj, that he was a demon, and there was also another demon, Ravana. And Ravana was thinking that I am basically very strong, I am very powerful, but still maybe I should need little help. So he decided to, he was thinking, who can help me? So he decided, basically he was going through the list of the old demons, and then he came to Bali Maharaj, and he was like, yeah, he's a good, he's in the family of demons, I should visit him. So he decided to visit him. But as we heard that Lord Vamanadeva is guarded there, I mean, like, he's protecting the gates. So when Ravana tried to enter, with his club he showed him, there is no way. So basically then he used some of his mystical powers, he disappeared, but again he was like somehow smashed and he was not able to enter. So then he was, okay, I will use another of my siddhis, and he became like very, very small. And he was thinking, in this way I will sneak inside. And when he was trying to go inside, suddenly the lotus feet of Vamanadeva stepped on him. He was, stuck. And then somehow Lord Vamanadeva allowed him to enter inside. So he went to Bali Maharaj and he spoke with him, oh, you are my grandfather, and I would like to, I need your help. But first of all, he introduced himself, like how great he is, and how basically he's like God himself. And Bali Maharaj, he was already like, he was devotee, so he was like, oh, you are God yourself, and you need to need a help? What? God doesn't need a help, no? And then he was like, no, I'm fighting with some human being, and maybe you can take also part there, you are part of my family. So Bali Maharaj looked with his vision and he said, oh, you are fighting with Lord Ramachandra. You should give him Sita Beg and that's it. And he said, no, I will not do it. So basically it continues, and then Bali Maharaj decided he took him to one big mountain, big golden mountain. And he said, can you move this mountain? And he said, he was trying, Supreme Personality of Godhead, no? He was trying his best, but he cannot move it, this mountain. And then he told him, like, okay, come a little further. Look from the little distance how this mountain look like. And he said, yeah, this mountain look like earring. It looks like earring. So he was like, yeah, this is earring, and this earring belongs to Hiranyakashipu, because in your previous life he was killed by Narsingadeva, and this is when you were fighting, you were much more stronger, and this is earring that fell down. So this is your earring, and now you're trying to fight with the Supreme Lord, and you think you will get victory. It's like it's not good. It will not work in this way. So and then we can see how actually was Ravana blessed, because the Vamanadeva, when he was entering to Sutala planet, he put his lotus feet on his head. That later on the arrows of Lord Ramachandra was basically, he was allowed to be killed by Lord Ramachandra. It's a nice meditation for all of us to put the lotus feet of Lord Vamanadeva on our heads, to put the lotus feet of the devotees on our heads, to have association of the lovely devotees all around us, and to take part in this Harinam Sankirtan Yagya, and to invite the Lord into our hearts, into our lives, and be happy. So thank you very much. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai. If you have something what you would like to say, if you have any thoughts or complaints or jokes, If not, then we can go to the next part, which is glorifying the Lord in the form of Shri Krishna Prasadam. Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jai Gaura
Desai Jivananda Prabhu ki jai.
Jai, jai,
Hare.